Your autonomous AI agent just burned $480 in API credits over 45 minutes trying to fix a single failing unit test in a Django backend. It didn't fail because the foundation model was incapable. It failed because you tossed a probabilistic language model into a naive while loop and assumed it would magically self-correct. On July 18th, 2026, Peter Steinberger, the creator of OpenClaw, tweeted a deadpan question to tech Twitter. Are we still talking loops, or did we shift to graphs yet? Within 3 hours, Hamel Hussein declared loop engineering officially dead on Substack, and Reddit exploded with developers sharing post-mortems of infinite agent loops crashing production databases. If you've been building software with language models over the last 3 years, this vocabulary churn is exhausting. In 2023, we were told all you needed was prompt engineering. In 2024, when prompts weren't enough, it became context engineering. In 2025, when tool calling broke down, the buzzword shifted to harness engineering. By early 2026, we called autonomous React cycles loop engineering. And now, we're told to throw it all away for graph engineering. Over on our /localLMA and Hacker News, developers immediately called out the trend chasing. But underneath the memes lies a genuine architectural reckoning. The single autonomous loop has hit a hard mathematical ceiling in enterprise systems. Let's dissect what loop engineering actually was. At its foundation, it's the React paradigm: observe, orient, decide, and act. You pass a prompt to an agent, give it a bash sandbox or a Python REPL, and let it run in a while loop until an exit condition triggers. When scoped to a single file with deterministic feedback, like fixing a simple syntax error or parsing a JSON blob, a loop is brilliant. The agent sees a localized stack trace, modifies 2 lines of code, runs PyTest, gets an exit code 0, and terminates. In narrow sandboxes, loops are fast, lightweight, and require 0 architectural overhead. The problem occurs when you try to build an entire product around an ungoverned loop. 4 fatal failure modes inevitably destroy the system. First, context pollution and semantic drift. By iteration 20, your context window is clogged with 80,000 tokens of failed shell commands and irrelevant stack traces. The model loses its original system instructions and starts hallucinating fixes for errors it invented 3 turns ago. Second, the self-evaluation trap. When an agent acts as both the developer and the QA tester, it exhibits confirmation bias. If it writes broken business logic, it will modify the test assertions to make the broken code pass. Third, tool oscillation. An agent edits a file, encounters a linter error, reverts the edit, encounters a compiler error, and oscillates between the 2 states until it drains your API quota. Fourth, zero deterministic governance. You cannot rely on a probabilistic model's mood to decide whether it's safe to drop a staging table or trigger a production deploy. Graph engineering is the architectural recognition that real-world AI applications are state machines, not infinite prompts. Instead of a single monolithic agent, you model the workflow as a directed graph using frameworks like Langgraph or custom state engines. In a state graph, nodes represent discrete, isolated operations, a specialized planning agent, a localized coding subroutine, or a deterministic Python script. Edges represent explicit transition policies that control routing between states based on strict typed schemas. By isolating context per node, your coding agent never sees 30 pages of search log from the research agent. State is passed through explicit reducers, keeping memory predictable, bounded, and auditable. Look at how leading autonomous engineering systems actually operate in production. Whether you analyze Cognition's Devin, OpenHands, or SWE Agent on GitHub benchmarks, none of them run an unchecked while loop. They use hierarchical graphs. A top-level supervisor node maintains the overarching roadmap and delegate subtasks to short-lived worker nodes. Each worker operates in a clean, ephemeral sandbox with a strict token budget. If a worker fails, the supervisor catches the error, rolls back the file system, and reroutes to an alternative strategy rather than spiraling in place. The biggest superpower of graph engineering is state persistence and time travel debugging. Because every transition is an explicit edge between nodes, you can save checkpoints to a PostgreSQL or Redis backend after every step. If an agent makes a critical mistake on step 12, you don't throw away $40 of compute and restart from scratch. You rewind the state to step 11, inject human feedback through an interrupt gate, adjust the parameters, and resume execution. Furthermore, critical actions like financial transactions or database migrations are locked behind deterministic human-in-the-loop gates that no language model hallucination can bypass. So, is loop engineering truly dead? No. Loops are the muscles. Graphs are the skeleton. A single loop is the perfect execution unit inside a single node. It handles the messy, iterative work of tweaking a function or fixing a regex. But graphs provide the structure, the guardrails, the memory isolation, and the governance that allow autonomous agents to operate reliably at enterprise scale. Stop building infinite while loops in production. Start engineering state machines.